Are you struggling in League Battle? Don't know which characters are the best? Well, don't worry, I've got you covered. Today, I'm gonna share my top 5 best characters for each role. By the way, my list is all about winning and getting those clutch moments. So enough yapping, let's start tearing. Wait. Is that even a word? Attackers. Since I don't main attackers, let's start with them. Number 1 attacker will be a Kainu. I know, not everyone will agree, but I think a Kainu deserves the number 1 spot because of his insane damage. Of course, if you know how to use him properly. If not, you're gonna struggle. I don't have a Kainu, but based on my experience fighting him, I think he's the best attacker right now. Moving on to my second pick, we have Garp. My number 2 attacker is Garp. Garp still hits hard, and that skill spam is insane, my brother. Once you get those parameter boost, he becomes a monster. But be careful against a Kainu. Going head to head isn't a good idea. Instead, try sniping him first before going wild in the enemy spawn area. Alright, number 3 attacker is Roger V1. Roger V1 is still a great attacker. I really like his skill too. Once you set it up, you can KO enemies regardless of their element. And his Kamusari is so fast that it's hard to dodge. Plus, it deals a ton of damage. So I think it's reasonable to keep him in my top 3. My number 4 attacker, to be honest, this is getting harder, but I'll put Lucci here. He's mainly a runner, but let's be real, he plays like an attacker. Lucci is insanely good right now. I could even put him at number 1, but for now, let's keep him at number 4. Don't get me wrong though, Lucci is a monster. And to round off my top 5 attackers, my number 5 attacker is Yama-Ace. With all the green units out there, I still think Yama-Ace can be good, but he struggles against status effects. That makes things harder for him, but he's still a solid choice in my opinion. Alright, let's go to runners. My number 1 runner will be Sabo. I think everyone knows it's Sabo. With those unique skills, I truly believe Sabo is the number 1 runner right now. You might disagree, but hey, this is my list. So let me know your top picks in the comments. Moving forward, my number 2 runner will be Soba Mask. Soba Mask is much better now thanks to his buffs. A great runner should be able to cap even if the enemies are inside the treasure area. And Soba Mask does exactly that, even though he's a bounty fest. And take note, he can become invisible, which is very good as a runner. Number 3 is Roger V2. I wanted to put Kamusari Shanks here on top 3, but if we're rating runners by their flag capping ability, I'd rather go with Roger V2. Even though he has counters, he's still good enough to win games. And winning is more important than just getting 10 KOs and still losing. Alright, my number 4 runner will be Bluno. Yes, I still like Bluno. He's so tanky at some point, but only if your opponent doesn't know how to counter him. If you compare him to other runners not on this list, Bluno is still a better pick in my opinion. Okay, so my top 5 runner will be... this was a tough choice for me. I was thinking about runner Yamato, but with all the Kuzans running around, it's tougher for her. Egghead Luffy, on the other hand, has teleport, which makes him clutch in the right hands. But it will be hard for Egghead Luffy, but at some point, if it's clutch moment, like the last 30 seconds, I think Egghead Luffy is a better choice. So yeah, Egghead Luffy is my top 5. Alright, let's go to defenders. My favorite. I'm a defender main. Alright, enough yapping. My number 1 defender is Kuzan. I think everyone knows it's Kuzan. A defender who counters runners is insanely valuable in my perspective. And Kuzan is the only true defender that has that trait. Even if he gets countered, I still think he will last until, let's say, 6.5 anniversary or even longer. Number 2 defender is Blue Kaido. Blue Kaido is still a solid choice. He's not the absolute best, but he can still handle attackers and runners well, in my opinion. It might be tough at times, but he still claps, my brother. Alright, moving on to my number 3 defender. It's S-Snake. S-Snake is still a good defender, but surviving is getting harder for her. However, her skill 1 is one of the best in the game, in my opinion, okay? Petrify plus 3 free perfect dodges. That's amazing for survivability. She might make a comeback if her counters get countered. Alright, my number 4 defender is Gear 5, of course. Gear 5 is still usable, in my opinion, but he struggles to survive now. If they buff his skill 2 and make it more like Garp's Galaxy Impact, he would be a great Gear 5 again, you know? But for now, top 4 is a reasonable spot for Gear 5. Alright, my number 5 defender. This is a tough call. I considered Kaku or Red Defender Big Mom, but Lilith is, I do think Lilith is tankier and survives longer. As a defender, your job is to stall and wait for reinforcements, not just to KO one enemy and die right after. That's why I'd rather pick Lilith, who can survive longer and do her job well. But I do think Lilith is quite a good defender if you don't have any defenders. Okay, and that's my top 5 best characters for each role. Some of you might agree, some might disagree, but at the end of the day, as long as you're having fun, you're good to go. Yes, winning is important, but enjoying the game with your favorite character, that's the best way to play. So that's it for this video. You know the drill. Stay salty, stay awesome, and salty rock. Now signing off.